Good morning, everyone. Today is an exciting day. Today we harvest all of the potatoes if we can, if it's not going to rain. And so before Reagan gets here, I'm going to go ahead and pick some squash that are ready. And then I wanted to show y'all this. I came out here to look to see if the worms were gone after putting a whole bunch of BT on everything. And there was and I'm pretty certain this is a squash vine borer. And they will completely destroy your squash plants. And he was on this one with the zucchini, and so he was right here. And you can see where I smushed him. I just got both my shoes, clapped them together, and now he's gone. So now I know that the squash vine borers are out and about, and I'm gonna have to keep an eye on them because they will literally wipe it out and completely destroy a plant. All right, so before I have the scissors right there in the basket. Before we start on the potatoes, we've got zucchini and squash that are ready. I found a couple of worms. I could leave that one another day. That one's probably, it's getting kind of fat at the end. We could, but we can leave it another day. So I have some dish soap, and some people recommended spraying it on those bugs that are, I think they're called leaf-footed something. So I put diatomaceous earth on there last night, and they're still crawling around like it's not even affecting them. So some people have suggested Dawn soap and water. So that's what I'm gonna try. Ooh! They do not like to be messed with. And I don't know how much you're supposed to put on there, but Steven just can't wait for Reagan to get. It's like treasure hunting. Ooh. I guess each one of us could take a row. Do you see all those? All right, so while he's doing that, I'm going to look for cucumbers. That was a giant stink bug. Look, it's a green bean. Oh.
Wow, beautiful. You have to be like, you have to kill it off the right time though. Cover crop.
Before it goes to seed.
Yeah. Otherwise it just keeps growing back.
That had a good bit on it. Oh, there's some. That must be for that plant.
I'm making
You did?
yeah.
And how do you do that?
I took some clippings from the tomatoes that last time I was over here, a couple of the potato plants that y'all had pulled up, a
Oh,
couple
yeah.
of your old sweet potatoes, a couple of the old potatoes y'all found by the compost,
Yeah.
some of the pole beans, like the snaps and stuff. Then you put some leaf mold in, some rainwater, and the microbes from the leaf mold break it down to what the plants need for that specific
Plant.
plants. Yeah.
Beautiful. Oh my gosh.
But
Oh. Well, my goodness.
that's what I'm saying. The soil, I guess because the water running off right here.
Well, see, I pulled one up right here, and they were like all the way out here.
Yeah.
There's one right here, but it's to that plant. Oh, look at this. Look, Reagan, it's all the way over here.
Yes, I can picture them.
I wonder if that means they were about to rot. Ants are already getting over here.
No, there's always been ants right there though.
Engine at 146,000 miles.
That was a nightmare.
Honda running that soft dirt, isn't it, Lindsay?
All right, so here is all of the harvest of the potatoes. We got some squash and zucchini, but the variety that did the best was definitely the red potatoes.
We've got 3 kilos.
All right, so here we have a total of 216 pounds of potatoes, and then we had 38 pounds of gold potatoes, 80 pounds of purple, and then 98 pounds of the reds. So what we've done is we've put 10 pounds in each bucket, and we are dividing it up. There's 12 pounds in that bucket. And we have some that we're gonna give to my grandmother, my Aunt Julia, Mom and Dad, Reagan, us, Grandmama. I think I already said Grandmama. There we have it. Lots of potatoes. That is not including the potatoes that were in all of these pots back here. Those have already been dug up, so I don't know how many pounds we got from that. And then we also dug up potatoes from the actual garden. So we had a total of 216. I'm thinking that by the time all of this, we would have definitely had 250, if not more, pounds. And we started off with around 44 pounds of potato seed. So that's how many we got from that. And now all of this is cleared out, and I've got 75 potato slips in the windowsill. So we're gonna add some to that bed, and then we'll have to put some here. And then the sugar snaps and the English peas, they're gonna come out eventually because they're almost done, and we can plant more cucumbers. What is that?
Beans.
That was it? All right, so it is the next day. What we did was we cleaned off our porch and laid out a tarp, and then put all the potatoes out to where they weren't touching each other. And we let them just dry out overnight because the dirt that was on them was wet. So now the dirt is dry, and what I'm doing is I just have a rough washcloth and I'm wiping all the dirt off. Do you want to be in here? I'm wiping all the dirt off, and then I'm gonna have to find some way to store them inside because you want them in a cool place, and it is very hot down here on the Gulf Coast, so it is not gonna, we don't have a place where it can just stay like some people up north have, like a root cellar or something. So they'll have to go inside. I need to get some old like wooden milk crates, something like that, to put them in, and then I'll put them under the counter. And then I've had a few people ask, what are we doing with all of these potatoes? And my portion, we eat potatoes sometimes daily, because you can eat them boiled with butter and salt and pepper. You can eat them like hash browns. You can roast them in the oven. Oh, Joanna. You can roast them in the oven, and then all different ways to, you know, to make potatoes. So that's what we'll do. And then the extras that we have, I will can them. So I'll use my electric pressure canner and can them.
Scarlet, and we can these. We always, anyway, we got a bill.
All right, so that is it, and I just want to thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and stay tuned for the next one. Bye.